everyone, this is your handyman for the average man, and this video is courtesy of my dad who did a repair on his property. It's going to show you before. There used to be a water faucet in his yard until it got run over by someone riding a ride-on mower and it broke. So in this video it's going to show you how to change it to no faucet. And so here are the two pieces we had to get from Home Depot. We have a piece of pipe threaded on both sides and a water valve. And that picture there shows you the old water faucet that broke off. So we first measure the piece of pipe, exactly where it needs to rest. And we're going to get a handsaw and simply saw that old pipe so that we can connect the new pipe. And obviously I'll point out that the water is turned off at this point due to the leak that was already happening. So if the saw cuts all the way through, we'll just leave the saw there for now. And we actually needed to use 2 pipe wrenches so that the pieces don't move on us and we can properly take off that old connection for where the old faucet connected to. And so the left pipe wrench is going to go counterclockwise. And that's going to loosen that old piece up so we can take it off that check valve that you see on the right, to the right of the other pipe wrench. So we finally get that valve off, which gives us our work area to put this new piece of pipe in. So now we're going to put on some Teflon tape or plumber's tape over the threading so that it has a nice seal. And we're going to do this on both sides, even though later on in the video we ended up taking one side off because it got in the way. So this check valve that we're putting in here, which is not technically a check valve but it acts like one, is galvanized steel. Okay, so it has this little rubber grommet inside of it, and we'll be coming back to that here in a moment. But basically this connection pipe goes right in the middle of it, and this check valve is going to be on the outside, which is actually going to seal on both ends with those very large galvanized steel nuts. So as you can tell, the connection pipe is being able to thread all the way through, and then we're going to take off these end nuts and also the little washers there as well. So we make sure we have that washer and that nut in place so we can get it threaded on. And now we're going to have to use the pipe wrench here in a second once we can no longer hand turn it into the threading of that check valve, which is that browner color you see on the right. The pipe wrench will work, but then it starts to turn the whole piece. So we got to get the second one out. tight. Now we're gonna pull down this piece to try to get that grommet, that rubber grommet, as far down as we can. And you can see it's on the end, but what we need is for it to transfer over to the other side, to the other old existing pipe right there. Problem is though, that metal pipe is so kicked on with mud and dirt that it doesn't give us the wiggle room that we needed. So we're going to put the washer and that nut on the other side, and we're just going to chip away, get some of that caked dirt off, some of that mud off. Okay, so that's better. That will let us work a little bit, have a little bit more room to work around. The goal was to get that metal washer down a little bit further. So now we're gonna pull down the piece so that it pushes that metal grommet over to the end, and we're gonna go ahead and transfer it to the old pipe like I was saying. Okay, so it transferred over, and now we can tighten both sides, and this is gonna seal up that middle section so that no water leaks out. And then of course we're gonna make it nice and tight with both of these pipe wrenches here. Kind of do one side at a time. And that feels pretty secure. So now, as you can see, there's our water meter. It's definitely off. So we're going to get a valve key and get it to open up the line again, make it parallel with the water pipe. So as soon as we do that, you see immediately the water's back on, the water meter's moving, and most importantly, there's no water leak. So all looks good. Time to put the water meter case back on. This will serve to protect the water meter and identify its location.
Okay, so we want to get this lower so we don't have to lean back around it all the time. So we're trying to get this down lower. So right now we're going to cover it down, but I'm going to fill this in. It's not leaking. We're going to put the dirt in. I think you should get this down. Is there a cap for it? Yes. Oh. Okay, so we're filling this in. Okay? We're filling this in. Okay, that's switch hammer yet? That's not the switch hammer. Switch. Oh, hammer. Use the hammer. Okay, use your light. I want to see what's okay. So this thing is good. So this level is good.